It's time to break out your inner cowboy because we're talking about revolvers and lever actions. Specifically, which cartridge combo makes the most sense, and I can already tell you it's not going to be the 4570 or the 3030. So let's stick with the three most popular options: 357 Magnum, 44 Magnum, and 45 Colt. And the first thing we need to address is velocity, because why in the world would you want to carry around all this? If it's only shooting loads as fast as this, it just wouldn't make any sense. So let's start by seeing how much of a jump there is between this 357 Magnum revolver and this lever action. I went ahead and deleted that first shot because I'm not sure what happened there, but anyway, it looks like our baseline is 1346.5. See what kind of bump we get with the lever action. I don't know what the hell's going on with these first shots. I deleted that one as well. Anyway, that one came in at a smoking 1769. I like that 69 part 0.1. It looks like that was about 31.4% over the revolver. I mean, that is pretty impressive, but will it be as impressive as the 44 Magnum? Well, that one didn't have an issue with the first shot, and anyway, our baseline here is 1442 even. Pretty sure that's already more powerful than the 357 Magnum lever action, but let's see how much more powerful we can get. Apparently these handloads favor handguns because this standard deviation is definitely not like the last one. Anyway, we got 1759.2. Ooh, that looks like a bump of 22%, which surprisingly isn't as much as the 357 Magnum. Anyway, can the ultra weak 45 Colt gain anything? This here's a real cowboy revolver with the Bisley grip anyway. 1350.5.
Wait, I thought you said weak.
Oh, did I forget to tell you that these are Ruger only loads? So don't expect these velocities with regular 45 Colt, but let's see what it can do out of a lever action. Huge thanks to OpticsPlanet for supplying this EOTech for this 45 Colt.
Dude, that looks terrible.
Yes, but it works. Anyway, don't forget the banana save 7% and it really helps out the channel. Whew. 1726.1. That one came in at a 27.8% bump, so right in between the 357 and the 44. And when it comes to energy, I'm pretty sure that's better than the 44 Magnum, even out of a shorter barrel. Now, how this extra power translates on targets, we'll be finding out a little later, but as a cowboy, especially a space cowboy, there are times where we do not want extra velocity. Suppressibility. And speaking of space cowboys, Ranger Point Precision was nice enough to make me an honorary one by sending these freaking sweet furniture sets. Guys, this P-View Spec 4N is a freaking game changer for the Model X. And thank you to Henry for making me look like a real cowboy with this beautiful color case hardened 45 Colt. Somehow I already know I'm gonna mess up the wood, so let's take one good look while it looks amazing. And none of the stability would be possible without these MDT bipods or the canister. Anyway, two of these cartridges have the added benefit of shooting entirely different cartridges, a little bit shorter, that are less powerful, and the 45 Colt usually isn't loaded very powerful anyway. So let's make sure none of these cartridges break 1050 out of either setup. Terry, what did you do? Just what I wanted to do today was pick up some freaking railroad ties. Thanks, Terry. Guess this cowboy's work is never done. I mean, seriously, how the hell do those railroad ties fall? It had to be Terry. You don't even want to know what's going to happen to you if you do that again. Just like you don't know what's going to happen to you unless you're using a VPN. Guys, I look up a lot of things for these videos, like a lot of things, and I just can't help but feel that certain agencies are watching my every move. You know the ones I'm talking about. But thanks to this video sponsor, Proton VPN, my paranoia level has gone from here to basically nothing in no time. With their no logs policy verified by independent auditors, your data is fully encrypted to ensure complete digital privacy from data interception and even online surveillance. And on top of ensuring your online privacy, Proton VPN also has a built-in ad blocker that helps get rid of all those freaking annoying ads that all the forums seem to be riddled with. You know the ones I'm talking about. So if you're concerned about your digital privacy, especially being a gun guy, or you just want the added benefit of the ad blocker, make sure to check out Proton VPN using protonvpn.com/bananaballistics to get 64% off your subscription, link in the description below. Now that we know that all of them are subsonic, which one is the best at suppressibility? Holy shit, that is quiet. That is going to be very hard to beat. And keep in mind that Silencer Co does not recommend shooting exposed lead bullets in this suppressor here, but I mean, really, what's worse that's going to happen? Just kidding, they don't recommend it because this is a sealed can, so don't do what I'm about to do. I don't think one is better than the other. Those are both so freaking quiet. You have got to be twisting the cat's nipple. This 45 Colt ain't threaded. How am I going to get my can on there? Ultimately, the 44 Special is essentially the same thing, so you get the point. And using my very scientific cowboy method, I'd say they're equally as quiet. But how about suppressibility with full-blown loads? My scientific cowboy method is inconclusive, but I do know that you're not going to want to shoot those without hearing protection. But then again, full-blown loads really aren't meant for cans. They're meant for real cowboy targets like steel. Fortunately for this old cowboy, I've already shot these exact loads out of revolvers at steel before, and here's what happened. The real question is, how much better are the lever actions going to be? And even more specifically, which lever action is going to be able to get through the most steel? Let's find out, starting off with a 3/16 inch piece of mild steel. The paint is not cooperating today, but that's all right. All right, we are nice and tight and ready to go. Well, this test might go a little quicker than I thought because that's the fastest bullet, and obviously it did not go through. Looks like a giant portion of the lead is left behind, and ooh, feels pretty nice other than the sharp part right here. I mean, it's lead, it's not that sharp, but anyway, I better flip this bad boy around. All right, that should free up some room. Hopefully one of the other two go through. Well, I'll be. A little extra mass goes a long way because that definitely went through, although it doesn't look like it was going super cleanly through. Let's check out that pink. Ooh, I got cock blocked pretty good there, guys. Definitely not the whole bullet going through, but that is still pretty freaking impressive compared to the 357. Before that just happened, I would have said there is no freaking way the 45 Colt is going through, but things have changed. Alright, what happened here? It does not appear to have went through, but it looks kind of weird. What is going on? Oh my gosh, that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I don't even know what the hell's going on right now, guys. Oh, it just formed its way through like a knife. Holy shit, guys, that is the... Oh, look at this thing. It looks like a freaking wizard hat or a Hershey Kiss or something. Weird. And obviously the 44 Magnum was a lot cleaner than the 45 Colt, so I don't know if we necessarily need to jump up to 1/4 inch. Okay, fine, you convinced me to go up to 1/4 inch. A used piece of 1/4 inch, that is. All right, 44 Magnum versus 45 Colt, here we come. A little closer to the edge than I would have liked, but it still obviously did not go through. I mean, it barely looks like it did anything to the steel. I mean, obviously it left a little dent, which feels super nice on the pinky, but my gosh, I didn't realize that a 1/16 of an inch made that much of a difference.
Just ask my wife.
Think we'll get another Hershey Kiss? I'm hoping. Unfortunately, I don't think this one yielded any Hershey Kisses. It did about what we expected, or at least it appears to have. This same exact thing as a 44 Magnum. Let's check it out with the pinky test, and yeah, there's a pretty sharp piece of copper in there. Definitely don't want to put my pinky anywhere near that, and guys, I think this is a tie. But what in tarnation? I think Bessie the cow just broke her leg in a prairie dog hole. You know what that means. It means we need to do cowboy things and put her out of her misery. Point blank. From what I understand, a 22 is pretty effective at this, but unfortunately we forgot ours back at the farmhouse.
How convenient.
So let's compare revolvers and lever actions point blank on some ballistic gel, as well as find out which setup does the most damage. I mean, puts Bessie out of her misery the quickest. I'm sorry, old girl. Well, I was trying to save room for all the shots on this block, but apparently that is not going to happen. But we did get one good one that did not deviate out of the side of the block. I mean, it left a pretty decent wound channel. Keeps going, keeps going. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, that went super deep. Wow, let me grab my tape measure real quick, which is right here. We will latch it. Oh, we will latch it onto the block. Here we go. And the deepest point on the bullet is right at about 26 3/8 inches. Let's put the old girl down easy with the rifle. I think I got the angles down now. Oh man, it definitely left a darker hole in Bessie. And let's see. Yeah, it's still pretty difficult to get my finger in there. Oh, I can barely get it in the revolver though, so that is much better. But I'm thinking with all that extra velocity, it means that it did not go as deep. Look at that wound channel. It's kind of hard to tell. It is freaking massive compared to the other one. The bullet keeps going, past that first block. That's better than I thought it would do. And well, not too much further than the first block. Let's grab the tape measure real quick and see. It looks like the deepest point on the bullet itself is about 18¼ inches. That is way more humane for Bessie. But let's move up to some big bores. Much nicer hole, but I mean, it's a big bore, so probably could have expected that. But anyway, nice fragmentation even out of a freaking handgun. That is not something we saw with the 357 Magnum revolver. Looking at the wound channel, it kind of partially overlaps with the 357 Magnum here, but it appears to be the same exact size as the 357 Magnum rifle. Keeps going. Nice cavitation still, keeps going. It's not much deeper than the 357 Magnum rifle, and it appears that the deepest point on the bullet itself is about 20¼ inches. I thought for sure it was going to go deeper than that. Let's go ahead and flip the block around though, because Bessie has had enough shots on her face right here. All right, there we go. I got to scoot it forward though, because these blocks scooted on me. Rifle time. I'm gonna miss you, girl. I don't know if it was the cavitation compressing on itself or what, but I felt a blast of air like right through my hair. Weirdest thing. And what a cavity did it leave. Oh my gosh. Half of my pinky just goes in that freaking hole. That is crazy. And look at that wound channel. The fragmentation is not quite as severe as I thought it would be, but that wound channel is massive. Keeps going. Nice cavitation almost to the end of the block. Keeps go. We were close to losing that bullet. Let me grab my tape measure after I readjust these blocks real quick. All right, so the deepest point on the bullet itself appears to be 17½ inches, I guess, with that portion of the copper jacket. That definitely put Bessie down quick with how much of a freaking wound channel it left though. Apparently I was delusionally thinking that I could get by without tearing up the second block too much. Not the case. Let me go ahead and flip those around. Bessie is looking good. Gosh, damn, I hate melting these blocks down, but, you know, a cowboy's work is never done. Never forgotten. Not quite as dark of a hole as the 44 Magnum, but it better be at least as big. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Oh, I mean, sorry, Bessie, I didn't mean to put my finger in your hole, but anyway, check out the wound channel. Oh, it's a weird fragmentation pattern, but it did fragment a little. Keeps going, Oh, that is the other thing I was worried about, is that it would kind of collide with one of the bullets in the block. It did exactly that. Let's see how deep the bullet went. Ooh. So there's the lead portion of the bullet, and then there's the jacket. The absolute deepest point on this one, the copper jacket itself, is right at about 18�3/8 inches. That is still pretty freaking impressive for colliding with a bullet in the gel. I would shoot another one with the revolver, but I'm just gonna go ahead and save the space for the rifle. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. What a cow. The only redeeming grace is that that wasn't the brand new block. I would have been super pissed if that was the brand new block. But anyway, I'm all disoriented. Okay. Look at that freaking wound channel. Besides that bullet right there. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. And look at how much that mushroomed out. The perfect mushroom shape. Let me line these blocks up though and get my tape measure real quick. While I grab that, let me check out the pinky. Oh, that is warm. Bessie, you are warm inside. Here we go. The deepest point on this bullet right here, there is nothing past the bullet, is right at 21 7/8 inches. Pretty freaking impressive for what it did to that block. And I can't believe how warm that hole is in there. So I'd say it's pretty safe to say that any of those would have put Bessie out of her misery pretty quickly. Although I think I like the Ruger only 45 Colt loads the best. But I think the biggest deciding factor for most cowboys out there is going to be ammo cost. And in that case, the 357 Mag 38 Special wins hands down. I mean, there's not even a comparison. But if you want to see more videos like these, make sure to click here.